coming up on Let's Go Adventure.
We take the Disneyland train and head into Hong Kong City, where we go see Times Square before heading on the cable cart up the hill to see the view of Hong Kong City and head back down to the Hong Kong Observation Tower before heading to the bay, watching the light show and also going to see the market. So pack your bags and let's go. So we just had our first experience with Hong Kong public transport. Here at Disney train station or Disneyland train station, you can only buy single way. We had a very interesting customer service. And it can only be cash as well. I don't know if that's everywhere else, but only here it can only be cash. If you need cash, the ATM is in the train station, so you have to inconvenience the people to let you in, but only one of you then let you out. But we're going to see how good the public transport is here. And now begins our hour-long journey into Hong Kong City.
It's 23 minutes.
Oh, that was an hour.
From the hotel to the city. This is only a 23-minute train ride.
Wow! All right, here it goes. And now begins our 23-minute journey from here to Hong Kong City, and it is humid. So we've hopped off the train. It was fairly easy to navigate how to get to Hong Kong City, but now we're going to head to Times Square, Hong Kong. See what that's about, see if there's any life or anything like that, and on the way pretty much just check out the city of Hong Kong. So we have just arrived at Hong Kong Times Square, and it's not Times Square. It's just a building or a shopping centre called Times Square with a bunch of stores around it. So tried Times Square, absolute bust. We went across the road to the Arc, which is a Transformer restaurant, bust. So now we're going to hopefully get to the cable cart up to Peak, and hopefully it won't be a bust. So the distance between Times Square and Peak Tram is about a 40-minute walk, but a 10-minute drive. So you can either take the taxi, which should cost about 130-ish, or you can walk. I didn't want to walk, but we are walking. But actually, the walking is not even bad. I think it's just the humidity part of it absolutely sucks, because it is so humid here that everything of me is sweating. So for the Peak Tram and the Sky Terrace return tickets, it cost us, for two of us, $296, which I don't know if that's good or bad. We will see at the end of this if it's good or bad. no, here's a little tidbit for coming up to the peak. When you get on the tram, get on the right-hand side, because if you sit on the left-hand side going up, you'll see nothing but trees, but on the right-hand side you get to see all of the pretty much the scenery of Hong Kong. Second tidbit, if you have a kid, hold on to that little kid, because as soon as those doors open, it is like a tsunami of people, to the point where even and I'm 6'2", big unit of a guy, got bowled over because people try to get seats. Plenty of seats for everyone, yet they just needed to get a specific seat. So if you have little kids, hold on to them. Even if you didn't buy the observation tower, there is actually a free lookout that you can go to, which I'm on right now. The only problem is, because we're so high up in the clouds, all you can see is clouds. So I'm sure if it wasn't a cloudy day, it would be all right, but unfortunately, there's a lot of clouds. To the point where you can actually see the clouds moving, which I'm not gonna lie, is pretty cool. Now I've got to find them. I lied, if you actually turn around the corner to where we just were, you can actually see the whole city, so it's pretty cool. But we are going to see if that is worth purchasing, or is it more of the same. And down there is the Ferris wheel from where we got the train off. Got off the train.
Alright, we got a vanilla ice cream Hong Kong agate. I'm gonna buy it. I like just a waffle, a soft waffle.
I think the way you did it's the proper way. Yeah, it's just a waffle shaped, well, the bubbles are shaped like an egg. It's got nothing to do with egg. Really, yummy. I like that. Moment of truth, is paying for it worth it?
Oh.
No. First of all, you got to contend with all of these people. Emily, thoughts?
There's too many people up here to really know if it's worth it.
I mean, no. It's the same view.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if you can see, but we are in the actual clouds. You might not be able to hear because it's blowing on the mic, but we're in the clouds. Just got done with the tram up to Peak. Tram, worth it, yes, pay for that. Do not pay for the extra viewing bit, because there's a free one. It's just a few meters lower. So no point in paying for the combo, because you can get a free viewing point that's less packed. The one thing that is pretty cool that you don't get in the free viewing point is, can we walk up here?
Yeah.
Is that you got a picture opportunity, which we got. So we have a little memory thing, but you can always just take photos on your phone, so it doesn't really matter. Amber and I were just discussing if we liked Hong Kong City or not. Personally, me, no, I don't like it. I'm not much of a city goer, but Am?
I actually really like it. I didn't expect to, but I love it. I think the architecture is incredible. It's got a really cool vibe. Yeah, I would live here for 6 months or something, I think, just to experience life here for a while. And I really didn't expect to say that, but I'm really impressed.
Put me in like a rural place.
But I'm a city girl. New York is my favorite city in the world, and there are tiny bits of Hong Kong that are giving me New York City vibes. It's not New York, but I like the big city.
I'm a suburban kind of a guy, so this does not butter my crumpet, if you know what I mean. One thing I didn't know really coming into Hong Kong is that on smaller structures that they're, adding or whatever, or they're recreating or building, they still use bamboo scaffolding, which, coming from Australia, obviously there is no bamboo scaffolding, but here smaller structures, all bamboo, no metal. So, and it's all held together by like 7 zip ties. We're about to head on to the Hong Kong observation wheel, and I think we've timed this up pretty well that all the lights are going to turn on as we're going around. So the lights of the city turn on at 8, and it's what, about...
Well, there's a light show at 8.
A light show at 8. And it's about 7:15ish now, so we might be perfectly timing this. Alrighty, Em, honest opinion, would you recommend the observation wheel?
Yeah, for the price, I thought it was a fun experience. You?
Sure. For 20 bucks, it's not bad, but God, it's boring. You go around 3 times. 2 of those times you have to stop. What's the time now? In total, it takes about 40 minutes to get around, or to have your 3 goes. But yeah, I mean, it's good pastime, I guess, to see the harbour and all that stuff. What are we doing now?
Well, I kind of think we should hang around from some vantage point to see the lights. But I don't know where the Star Ferry is, so maybe try and find the Star Ferry, whether we do it tonight or another night, and try and catch the lights at 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not panic. We found the, well, Emily has found the Star Ferry. Alrighty, quick and simple. It only costs $4 to get onto the ferry. We've got 15 minutes to get over to the other side of the pier to be able to see the show. So we made it here with 5 minutes to go. Apparently there was one at 7:45, but we didn't notice any lights happening, so we don't know if this is actually going to happen. There's only one way of finding out, and that's waiting 4 more minutes, and then we will find out. So we have just entered the Temple Street Market, which is one of the longest markets in Hong Kong, if not the biggest. I can't remember, to be honest with you. But it goes for a few blocks. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So we've just got back from Hong Kong City. We're absolutely starving, so we've come down to the hotel restaurant and we've ordered quite a few things. I ordered a Coke Zero, which also came with ice and ice cream, and I got that simply because I also bought this little ratatouille spoon straw thing. That cost $70. And the drink and ice cream came free with it. So I sorry, not the drink, the ice and ice cream came with it. So that's pretty cool. I also ordered myself the prime rib, which comes with chips and salads. Hopefully it will be good food because it cost a total of $554, which doesn't sound too bad really. So we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to see how this goes. Spider! First of all, I'll try the chips. Potatoey. Well, actually, they're right chips. And now the spare rib. I don't know the word, but it's not as tear away from the boning, so it's not as smooth, but heaps of flavour. And by the looks of it, heaps of meat. So for, what, $148, that's not a bad meal.
I got the margarita pizza just because it was the only vegetarian thing on the menu. And it also came with 2 bowls of tomato soup. Now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so good. That's better than pizza.
Alrighty, so that brings us to the end of the day on our second day in Hong Kong. Amazing, absolute for every single bit, absolutely amazing. Started amazing at the Waltz Cafe, food amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing. I'm so glad we went there because I was tossing up whether to do it because I knew it was going to be a more expensive meal and whether you take the time out of your day. But I'm so glad we did. It had such an amazing atmosphere and the food was so good. I wasn't even expecting it to be that good. I wasn't expecting it to be what we walked out of there talking about, but it was so good.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Then, what did we do after that? Then we packed up our stuff and headed over to the Explorer where we are now. Blown away from as soon as we entered. The theming in this place is wow. Pause?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's I'm really glad we got to do both. Like the old world sort of grand feel of the other hotel was beautiful, but this is completely different and awesome. It's giving me Wilderness Lodge sort of vibes, just to compare it to something at Walt Disney World as well.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's way more, like, visually, it's more fun than what Disneyland Hotel was. But then again, they're 2 different hotels.
The room's a lot nicer at the other one. I'm going to miss our king bed tonight and our big bathroom and...
Yeah, theming here better, accommodation there better.
Yeah.
So yeah, but still an amazing hotel. Then we headed into Hong Kong. Transport, fairly simple.
Yeah.
Was not hard at all. Bit of rude staff, but that's fine. No,
One person.
One person, that was really bad. No, but pretty easily to navigate ourselves around the city. We went up in the tram.
Yep.
Yep. Nearly had a stampede. Yeah, the view probably would be better if it wasn't a cloudy day, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know, maybe because we were so high that it always is cloudy.
Yeah, it was a judgment call with the clouds, but when you're only here for a few days, like, you kind of just have to go for it. You could still see the city and it was still pretty spectacular. And we'll never know what it was like on a clear day now, so
who knows?
It was cool for us.
Yeah. And then we headed down, we went on to the observation wheel. Fun. Then we got to see the harbour light show, which was not bad.
I thought it was really cool. I actually think it was a spectacular
use of their skyline and the fact that they've got the water in between. Like, whoever thought of it is brilliant. And it was just the right amount of time. You weren't bored or... I thought it was really awesome. I've never seen anything like that anywhere else in the world.
Well, you wouldn't, yeah. It was good. I don't know if the Temple Street Market was just not really bopping on a Thursday night. Maybe it's just a weekend thing. We heard lots online about it. There was a little ad on the plane about it, but we got there. There wasn't much happening.
No, I mean, it was a market. There were plenty of stalls and that, and I imagine that if it does get busier, it'll just be more stalls and more people. So I'm not walking away thinking we've missed out on anything.
No, yeah, definitely not. But, just something to get ticked off. Now we can say we've been there.
Yep.
And then coming back, getting dinner, we thought we were going to get the room service. However, we had no menu in here. There's no QR code to get a menu online. We asked the staff member at the kitchen and he made it a bit more confusing. So we ended up just ordering at the...
Chart Room Cafe.
The Chart Room Cafe. Food, amazing. Price, cheaper here than in Disneyland. But yeah, other than that, it was a long, amazing day. Excited for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow there's going to be better weather so we can actually enjoy Disney a bit more. But yeah, other than that, I think we're going to call it a night. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. It does help out a lot, and put a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, we will see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.